Hi guys, it's Colette. Welcome back to my channel. And for anybody new, thank you for joining us, and I hope you'll stay and enjoy the weekly tarot cards. I've been off for a wee while, but this is the weekly tarot card for Monday, week commencing Monday, the 2nd of August 2021, and it's my mini Roderick deck. Because I have arthritis in my hands and the big one is quite difficult to shuffle now, so this is it. So let's see the general aspects of the weekly tarot card for the first week in August, and we'll look at it globally and also more personally. Remember, each weekly tarot card can have an effect more on some people than another. It can be a background sort of trend, or it can be right up in your face, and we just never know how it's going to affect us, what intensity the energy will have on us until it's there. So let's see, weekly tarot card. Ooh, interesting. The Justice card. I love Justice in Roderick deck. If you look, the female in it has the very much Rider-Waite aspect of the, Justice is blind with the blindfold on, and obviously she's got the skills of justice. But in this beautiful card, instead of having a sword like the original Rider-Waite one, she has a lightsaber, and I just think that's stunning. So this is one of my favourite cards. The intensity of it is just beautiful. The way to me, as a Justice card, excuse me, you can't get much better than that. So, biggie, a Major Arcana card for a starting back this week. What does it mean globally or worldwide? Well, it means to a certain extent that we'll be focused on justice. Now, the Justice card, when it's global, it can be very good in some areas and not so good in others, because it does bring a sense of righting things. If you look at those scales, they have to balance out. So, in places where things are well out of balance, they'll be brought into balance, and that can be very, very good. But sometimes that allows for people to be dragged screaming towards more of the balance if they've been out of balance, and that kind of aspect is for countries and for even cities, etc. itself. From the other point of view, if you think of an evening up or a balancing out, if that's to do with Mother Earth herself, then it might not be so great from a point of view of, the Earth trying to balance herself out. So we could have more weather damage. We could have, maybe COVID taking off somewhere else, or a new variant that maybe causes problems. So when this comes out, and we're reading it for kind of globally first, although it does bring justice to a lot of regimes, it does bring fairness, which is a good thing. But if you look at the Earth, it really is a bit karmic, it's like karmically balancing things out. So, the Mother Earth might just be saying, I need to show my strength, show my power a wee bit here, and show them who's boss. So when the Justice card comes out and I'm reading it more globally, I do expect a lot more maybe Earth events or weather events. So keep safe if you can. Be prepared if you can. But from a general point of view of maybe the I don't edit, so the psychological ways of thinking of this card, it does bring a sense of fairness coming back, that people's voices are being heard more. And that would be nice. That would really be nice. Um, so, what does it mean generally, individually? And remember, it can hit you a big bit, or it can hit you a wee bit, or it can be a background trend. Justice, when it comes into your career zone, very much can bring new contracts with it. It can bring new ways of doing things that you have to sign off on. It can bring the potential for courses, for things to bring you forward and up in your career. So it's a very good card, but it also can be a memorable card. You normally remember what happens when the Justice card comes out for a career, because there's normally a new contract or something that you've agreed to that's quite major. And this can bring out things like house moves and stuff in the week ahead. Just remember, with the Justice card, check the small print, make sure everything is as it should be. And this card can really help with house moves. It can help you sue people. It can help you get justice. So it's a good one for balancing out aggro in the workplace as well, and just feeling that if there's been unfairness, that has been tackled, and that can be important in the workplace. Sometimes someone can take our ideas and sort of show them as their own, or they can just be annoying people. So to have a degree of fairness, of being heard from your point of view, is very good on this card. If we look at love, it can bring a very karmic connection into your life. It could bring a soul friend, a soulmate, someone that's been with you in karmic past lives. So some of you might get a big shock in the week ahead as to just paths crossing that are meant to be, like the sliding doors film, that one way brings you to one person, the other brings you a different outlook. This is quite a karmic week for all emotional relationships, and in that it can bring soul friends, Anam Cara. It can bring connection with children, with animals. Sometimes this card comes out, I've seen it a lot for people who have maybe succumbed as such to a rescue animal, or succumbed to an adoption of an animal just because it was the right pet at the right time. So it can be lovely for that too, because love isn't just romantic love. It's the love of our families, the love of our friends, the love of our pets, even the love of our countries. So if we look at it, what have I done with it again? I'll put it on top of the deck as usual. For health, I really just ask people to take care of their eyes, and also to watch their balance issues. This again can bring out problems with the balance that don't necessarily come from the ear, but they may come from, say, high blood pressure, or they may come from anemia, or even diabetes, or lack of sleep. So it's very much balance problems that are not necessarily to do with the ears or the hearing. So that's things to watch out for, particularly if you're prone to stuff, or you've not been looking after yourself as well. So we've done global, we've gone career, love and health. Finances, again, it's a wee warning that anything that you're signing, be it for a home, be it for a bank account or whatever, that make sure it's done properly and that all the legalities are taken care of. Financially, it can help balance money up, especially if you've been trying to be better with money. You can find you get a wee boost on this card, simply because it's almost like it's balancing things out for you, and I like that aspect as well. Spiritually, It's a massive card because it can connect us to past lives and the karmic flow from those past lives. You may meet someone that you've karmically interacted with in a past life, and that's not to say you'll fall in love with them or whatever. Some of the people that I've met from past lives, initially I really haven't liked them. I've had oh, energy off you. Why do I know that energy and why do I not like it? And sometimes it's alerted me to something from my past lives that's been negative that I have to address. Sometimes it's just told me who's been, what I should be looking at and the type of thing I should be avoiding in my own life, this life. So I am very aware that karmically this card can play a big part spiritually. So look for reactions to new people that come into your life, people that actually either you feel a strange draw to or a strange repulsion even, because that's the way it can work too. And be prepared to try to access some of your past lives, whether that's dreaming them, whether that's using the tarot to give you the story or who was who in it. It's a really good way to do a past life story. If you wanted to see how that's done, I would be quite happy to do a past life story with what cards were telling me. Obviously it wouldn't be for any one individual, it would be a tutorial of a story coming through so that you just see the way that that's done. Because I used to, one of my most popular readings in the 27 years of doing readings was the past life karmic, and after a while I had to move it online because it could take 4 or 5 hours to sit with a person, and it was like, no, can't do this. But I can show you how to use your cards to investigate a past life. So if you would like that, please put it in the comments, and if I get enough people that would like it, I will put it in my book to do this autumn. I've got a few wee ones that I want to do, but that'd be a good one because I really used to enjoy those readings amazingly. Apart from occasionally I'd turn up in them, that was worrisome. What wasn't it? Was just a bit shocking. And then after a while, the person and I did normally go on to be quite close friends or work together further down the line. It was weird stuff, but I loved the past life readings, I really do. So I would be happy to do a kind of more just a tutorial on how to do them and show you one that is about, sometimes I set a teddy bear in front of me and we do a past life potential for that. Obviously it's not real, but it is showing you how to do it. So let me know, and I hope you have a lovely week. Remember, it's justice, also known as karma. Think of everything that needs to be done properly, that needs to be done fairly, and it needs to be done with a degree of honour, and you'll be fine. So if you like that, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you want to support me on the channel. I do have a link to coffees, which you can buy me a coffee. And also look at the shop page, because the stuff that's up there is free. It's little articles and stuff that are just free for you. So why not have a wee look, and you can download them if you want. So many blessings now, and I hope to see you next week for next week's weekly tarot card. Many blessings. Bye.